everyone, Scarlet Everose here. Welcome back to another Hunter x Hunter deep dive. This week we're focusing on Isaac Netero, the chairman of the Hunter Association, a man whose smile hides a terrifying power, unwearying faith, and a lifelong devotion to pushing humans' limits. Netero isn't just strong. He represents belief, sacrifice, and what it means to stand against the impossible. Before we continue, thank you so much for your continued support and patience. Your engagement, comments, and love keep this series alive, and I'm endlessly grateful for each of you. Yes, so before we begin actually the episode, I cannot believe we're already on episode 31. It's been so amazing. Yes, challenges, but endlessly so amazing. I love doing what I do. I love talking about Hunter x Hunter. I love talking about anime. I love talking about, horror, anything that comes to my mind. And thank you all so much for your support. The way you guys do my answer my poll questions, and it just really, really helps me, and I am truly grateful for you all. If you guys want to follow my socials, they're down in the description below. And I also want to say this again, if you guys might have forgotten. Okay, so for my teaser trailers, there's no more teaser trailers on Spotify anymore. It's just full episodes only, since Spotify has been giving me issues like copyright issues with the whole teaser trailer. So I'm just gonna stay away from that and just post full episodes. But thank you guys. I really appreciate you all, and I can't wait to do more episodes, almost about anything, not just Hunter x Hunter. Alright, let's start this. Segment 1, The Path of Devotion. Netero's strength wasn't born overnight. It was fought through discipline, prayer, and relentless self-improvement. So Isaac Netero is this really elite chairman of the Hunter x Hunter Association. He puts people who want to compete in a place called the Hunter exam. And he basically analyzes everyone through what strengths they have, through what powers they have, even if they don't know it yet. And he kind of thinks, oh, okay, these people are, worth becoming hunters, some aren't. They can compete next year, or they can quit entirely. He really doesn't really have strict rules to the point that he's not like a chairman of, oh, you have to follow this and this and this. He's extremely goofy, but he can also be very serious when he wants to be. So he puts, Gon, Killua, and everybody else through these, Hunter x Hunter. Think of it, if you guys have seen it, almost like a Squid Game, except he's not really a bad guy. Yes, he's rich. Yes, he's an elite, but he's not like a bad guy. He really wants to see how good you are. If you aren't, that's cool with him. If you are, great. He has that type of attitude. He doesn't care what anyone thinks of him. He can be funny. He can be weird. He's just a really interesting character. But the way he just fights, and you may think he's an old man and stuff, but he's an old man with very high discipline and a very, he doesn't mess around secretly. He may goof around and everything else. People may be annoyed with him, but he has respect around. So, and he also, if you guys haven't watched, I will put a playlist and all the previous episodes I talked before on the title card. And he basically, all he wants to see is who's the best. And since he's getting older, he knows that a lot of people want to be the leader of the chairman, and but he doesn't give his elite status to just anyone. Someone has to be the greatest of the greatest. Segment 2, the chairman and the game. As a chairman, Netero walks a fine line between responsibility and personal challenge. So when Netero was younger, around like 40 years old, he kept training until he became the best of the best, and he went through cold winters, hot summers. He didn't budge, he didn't flinch. He was so focused and so dedicated, you guys, on getting his net ability to work, and he was so determined that he kept training until he was pushing himself to the limits. And one time he went to, I think it was in like a monk palace or something, and he told one of the people to fight him. And they thought he was crazy. They thought, oh my gosh, like, okay, Netero, like, alright, we'll fight you. And he had that cool, calm confidence. He's like, okay, try me. And they were humbled quickly with that. He like I said, he doesn't mess around. He may be goofy and stuff, but he's that type of character that may laugh a lot, but once he's locked in, he's standing on business. And he doesn't, like I said, he to others, he may be really annoying, but if someone like crosses a line with him, oh yeah, you're done. You're dead. For real. Like, his personality can change like that. I'm trying to put it, like, he's that type of character that you're like, oh, he's goofy and stuff. I mean, that's what I thought at first of him. And no, I was proven wrong, and I was so glad I was proven wrong. That's why he's the GOAT. He's literally the GOAT. And when he passed on, spoilers ahead, I was like, damn, at least he died with dignity and really fought for what he loved and for what he believed in. Really. Segment 3, humanity versus the divine. Netero's confrontation with Meruem is more than a battle. It's a philosophical clash. So if you guys have not seen my Meruem episode, I will post it right down on the title card. So yes, so there's just one moment in the Hunter x Hunter, which is like considered the battle of anime history, where Isaac Netero goes against the Chimera Ant King, Meruem. And they're fighting back and forth. It's, that's where we actually see Netero in his true form and his true power. And he really tells Meruem, like, oh, you will never be human. You will never understand the human heart. And he tells about a past, about a explosion that happened in the Hunter x Hunter. I don't know if it was in the York New City, or I don't really remember, but I remember that he was talking about that. But he was also telling Meruem, okay, even though you're an ant and you'll never understand what it is to be human. I don't care how many abilities you have. But at the same time, I will go out. If I have to die, I will go out with a loving heart. And he does a heart. And that's what he's basically known for. I think really Isaac Netero's a hippie. I think he really is. And I think he is. And, he goes, look, you may never be human, but we are also monsters as well. Like, he doesn't deny that humans can also be evil. They can be manipulative. They can be everything else, and he understands that. But like I said, he went out thinking he killed Meruem. But like I said, he died with dignity. He died with what he believed in. He really didn't care of what happened, as long as he could save his people and save for what he believed in. I know I said that twice, but that's why I said that you really do think at first he is like this really rich, egotistical, elite character, but no, he really does care for others, and he's something of the human heart. He said, in my personal opinion, I'll put it like in case I forget, that he basically died thinking he saved the people, and with love and with protection, and that's why he's the GOAT. He after all of that, he always went out with love in his heart. That's what makes him the GOAT. Segment 4, final thoughts plus what's next. What Isaac Netero teaches us. True strength comes from discipline and belief. Power without purpose is meaningless. Humanity's will to challenge gods is both beautiful and terrifying. Yeah, so Isaac Netero, like I said, he at first you may think he's an egotistical elite. He's so rich, like he doesn't care about anyone else, but he does. He has this quiet confidence. He may on the outside look very cocky with it, but he has this quiet confidence about him that, that's like, okay, try me. Like, I don't care if I go out with a limb. I'm gonna do it anyway. So basically what he can teach us is that basically just, for one, be very mindful of what you're doing. Don't care about what anybody thinks about you. Do it with purpose, do it with love, do it with what you believe in. No matter what you believe in, just do it. As long as it is for good, and as long as you're not, doing it to hurt others, completely do it. But at the same time, I'm gonna also admit something. At the same time, you're human. You're going to hurt people regardless, even if you don't mean to. And basically what he also teaches us is, be very careful on who you challenge, because you may think you know everything, but some people will humble you. But keep going anyway. Like keep being you. Keep speaking your truth, no matter what anyone says. And just be happy with what you're doing. That's what Isaac Netero did. Yes, he was very terrifying towards the very end, but he had this quiet confidence about him, because he wasn't perfect, because he was flawed. Let's be real, he was flawed. But he didn't hide who he was, really. And he was like, I don't care if you think I'm an old man, I will prove you wrong. Thank you all so much for joining me. Up next, Isaac Netero versus Meruem. It is a clash of philosophy, power, and dignity. So since I'll be traveling over the holidays, so I'll be, busy doing that. I hope you all have if you guys celebrating, an amazing Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And the other, episode 32 will be coming out on January 11 of next year. So thank you all so much for joining me. If you guys wanna follow me, all my descriptions are down in the description below. And I'll see you all soon. Per usual, love you all. Bye.